Hello! Here we go again. So, in this video, we're going to learn about puberty. Puberty is the phase in our life when our body starts to change from that of a child to that of an adult. On average, puberty begins at the age of 11 to 13 and ends by the age of 18. Girls usually enter the puberty phase 2 years earlier than boys. During this period, they undergo not only physiological changes but also psychological and behavioral changes. Physiological changes. Before puberty, the physical body of a boy and a girl are almost the same. During puberty, major changes to the body in terms of size, shapes, composition, and functions begin to take place. Physiological changes in boys. Weight and height increase rapidly. Muscles start to grow bigger and stronger. Shoulders grow wider. Pimples and body odor may appear. Boys deepens. Facial hair and body hair, especially pubic hair, and underarm hair begin to grow. Testes increases in size. Nocturnal emissions, wet dreams begin to occur. Physiological changes in girls. Weight and height increase rapidly. Breasts begin to develop. Hips grow wider and body becomes curvier. Pimples and body odor may appear. Pubic hair and underarm hair begin to grow. Menstruation starts. Psychological changes. Along with the physiological changes, teenagers also go through certain psychological changes during the puberty phase. The following are some psychological changes that boys and girls experience during the puberty phase. Develop views of their own which may be different from those of their parents. Experience frequent mood swings. Develop interest in the opposite sex. Start to worry about physical appearance and changes. Want to be independent and make own choices. Care about being accepted by family and friends. Become enthusiastic and eager to learn new things. Behavioral changes. Apart from physiological and psychological changes, teenagers also experience behavioral changes. These are all part of the transition from being a dependent child to becoming an independent adult. Some of the behavioral changes that teenagers go through are described below. Have closer relationships with friends of same age group rather than with the family members. Perceive parents as less important than friends. Prepare to spend more time with friends. May change best friends. Develop new interests and hobbies. May start to have romantic friendships. Develop various social skills. Coping with puberty. Teenagers should try to understand and learn to cope with puberty, which is a period of rapid physiological, psychological, and behavioral changes. By learning ways to manage these changes, teenagers will be able to move past this period smoothly. Ways to cope with the physiological changes. Eat clean and healthy food. Exercise regularly. Take a bath twice a day. Wear clean and appropriate clothes. Avoid alcoholic drinks and drugs. Ways to cope with the psychological changes. Think positive and learn to control your emotions. Do not worry about changes during puberty, but accept them as part of your life. Learn to relax and do activities that you enjoy doing. Bear in mind that every individual is unique, and learn to accept others as they are. Ways to cope with the behavioral changes. Learn to maintain relationships with friends of the opposite sex. Develop social manners such as requesting politely, thanking, apologizing, and waiting for your turn to say something. Learn to be tolerant, accepting the differences between yourself and others. Do not seek to make permanent changes to yourself in order to please others. Do not allow others to compel you to do anything against your wish. Learn to say no politely but firmly. Ways to cope with the behavioral changes. Learn to maintain relationships with friends of the opposite sex. Develop social manners such as requesting politely, thanking, apologizing, and waiting for your turn to say something. Learn to be tolerant, accepting the differences between yourself and others. Do not seek to make permanent changes to yourself in order to please others. Do not allow others to compel you to do anything against your wish. Learn to say no politely but firmly. Thanks.